That leads me into a question that we ask often here at iRock. We're always curious what album or song maybe changed your life as a kid or what led you to do what you do now.
I mean, for both of us, we can agree on definitely Nirvana. Nevermind, that coming out was
being
huge.
in 5th or 6th grade and seeing that video. And
that video was on all the time.
Well, the Nirvana was like permission, right? I think that like when you have like as a kid growing up, for both of us, we have similar histories with our dads listening to classic rock and
Beatles, Led Zeppelin,
and
Floyd,
when you saw the Beatles
Stones.
and Pink Floyd on television, like, or you watched Song Remains the Same or something, like those guys were like royalty, like that was unattainable.
It was over before we were live.
Before
right.
we, so, but seeing that was like it was like watching a National Geographic channel to me as a kid. I was like, this is so good, but also like these guys are like British, like
it was rock star,
fucking chancellors.
That's what a rock star.
You know, and then when you saw Nirvana, it was like sounded like shit, and like he was like screaming into a microphone, but it was like the best song you'd ever heard, and it was the simplest song you've ever heard, and it gave America permission to be like, yeah, we can start bands in our garage.
Well, it was like punk. It was like small venues. Like we had never seen stuff like that. You know, like seeing the like small club and people diving off the stage and him breaking his gear, and like we grew up listening to all the stuff our parents had. It was like, it was like arena stadium.
Sure.
Led Zeppelin had their own airplane, you know, and that's like why I started playing music. Eventually, at the beginning, so Led Zeppelin, and when I saw Nirvana, you know, like these songs that I loved so much, and just seeing that like rawness in like a small club. I didn't even know that existed at that young of an age. You know, to me, music was just this huge arena, you know, and you see this 3-piece band like breaking stuff in a club with people diving all over the stage, and then all of a sudden it's the biggest record in the world. You know, it was
Nirvana was ours.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin was our parents, and it
Right.
got us into rock and roll, but Nirvana belonged to us. You know what I mean? Our whole generation.
Oh, I totally get it. But it's interesting what you said before about how something at first may not compute. It doesn't sound like anything else, and it takes a while. That's what it was like for me with Nirvana.
Right.
It wasn't an automatic for me. It took me a while
Right.
Of course.
because it was so different. You know,
Yeah.
you were used to, like you said.
And that's the best music to me.
Yeah.
That's the best.
That's what makes it yours too. You got to discover it, and you got to be like, why do I like this, or why don't I like it? Maybe I need to listen again. I'll listen 3 times now. Oh, I like it now. Why do I like it? You know what I mean? That's what makes it. Gives you ownership of something, I think.